guys, and welcome to Knit Grit. My name is Cody Lee, and in today's video we're going to go over how to make specifically this little hairpiece for my baby Luna amigurumi. I really love how this turned out. It's super duper cute, and in today's video we're going to go over how to do just the hairpiece, not the baby Luna base or how I did the eyes. I have other tutorials which I will link in my baby Luna playlist down below. There will also be a printable PDF for this that you can download and get free for the first week, but after that it'll go to full price. But that's pretty much it. We did the eyes last week, and next week we're going to be working on how to make this really cute little lion. Has the same little eyes and all that. I'm working on more baby Luna stuff for Christmas. I'm also going to be working on how to make this little dress. I made quite a few of them, but that's going to be coming up in the next couple of weeks, hopefully before Christmas. But Christmas has kind of gotten crazy for me, and I do work, so we'll see what I get done which way. But for today's tutorial, we're going to work on this cute little hairpiece. I'm going to pop up a little bit of a screenshot for the pattern itself, so if you don't want to get the pattern on Ravelry or anything like that, you can get a screenshot of that through the video. And let's go ahead and get started with what you will need. So for this project, I am using a base baby Luna girl. I have a pattern on how to make these right on my channel, and you can get that linked down below my baby Luna playlist. So we're going to put a wig on this base body. She is done with polyfill, yarn, crochet hook, all the same stuff that I'm going to be using in today's video. I also have 20 millimeter eyes used on her and some embroidery thread. All that is stuff that you will need, but that is detailed in other videos. Today we're going to focus on just the hairpiece, and for her we're going to be using this really pretty chartreuse color. It's really nice, gorgeous. You're going to want to be comfortable with single crocheting and doing all the stuff that you would have done for your base Luna, like increasing and decreasing. We're going to be going off of stuff that we've already done, so keep that in mind. This is more of an intermediate design based on a tutorial that we've already done. I'm going to post this a little bit more down. You're going to be using a size 3.25 millimeter crochet hook, or whatever it is you used for your baby Luna to get your gauge. Whatever you need to do. I'm using a 3.25 millimeter Furls crochet hook. This is their Rose Gold in Odyssey. Love their stuff. I am an affiliate with them, but I have long loved their crochet hooks way before I even started on this. I'm also using a darning needle and some scissors. Oh, and I also used a hot glue gun to get this onto her head. If you just want to sew it on, that's fine. I don't know if I would use a hot glue gun again. It came with some battle scars there. I need to figure out a different way to add my heads on, but I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to go about doing that. I might use fabric glue for this wig, and I'll let you know how that turns out at the end. You can also use something called marking pins. These are sewing ones, but I'm using these to hold down all the strands of the hair before I attach them. I found these at my local craft shop. I believe these were from Hobby Lobby, but I've seen them also at Joann's. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so as I said, this is more of an intermediate video. You're going to want to have already made your baby Luna, and we're going to follow the same pattern that we did for the top of our little baby Luna's head, but we're not going to make it as big. So for the baby Luna head, we increased from 6 in our original circle, so we made a magic ring, and we increased 12, 18, 24, 30, and then 36. But for the head, for this hair piece, we're only going to go up to 30. So 6, increase every single stitch to 12, every other to 18, every third to 24, and then every fourth stitch is an increase to get us to 30. And what we do after that, once we get there to our 30 stitches, this is how it's going to place on the head. You're going to actually take your magic ring from this and overlay it over where you started on your head. And that is our base for this pattern, essentially. So what we're going to do from here is we're going to single crochet into our very first stitch here. We're going to single crochet through both loops, even though I usually do front loop only when it comes to the rest of my stuff here. And I did that for increasing here, but when I get to this row, when I get here, we're going to single crochet 1, kind of making it tighter, but not too tight. I don't want it so loose that it becomes just a really big hole. And now we're gonna chain 21. So 1, make them a little bit looser, especially that first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. We made it 21 because we want to skip that very last chain that we made here. We're gonna skip that and go into the next one. Skipped and into that one. And now we're going to just single crochet up those chains back to the beginning. So we're essentially making 20 single crochets because we chained 21, skipped one, and now we're putting this 1 single crochet inside each one. If you want to have a nice little curly end, you could add more stitches on your ends. I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make a long-haired curly wig as well, but for right now, we're just going to single crochet up and put 1 single crochet in every single stitch until we get back to the beginning and hopefully not split our yarn over and over and over again. I'll be right back as soon as I get back to this last stitch. We're just single crocheting up all of them. All right, we're in our last 2 chains. So 1, go on to the last one there. And those are all 20 of our chains with a nice little single crochet inside each and every one of those chains. Now we're going to go back to our next stitch, and this is where the repetition starts again. So we're going to single crochet, and then we're going to chain another 21. This is tedious, I'll give you that. So for 20 repetitions, we're going to keep making these strands. We're going to single crochet, chain 21, go back up the chains, and we're going to do that for 20 repetitions. You'll know when you have 20 of these strands, you should get to about here, and then I'm going to show you how we adjust it for the bangs. If you don't want to do bangs, you can actually just take it and make it so that they're all those strands, and then it kind of just, you can have it go over her head and flip up like a cute little hairstyle. But I'm going to show how to do that in the next tutorial for the curly haired wig. This one, I am going to show how to do bangs. I'm going to go off camera and make 20 of these where I just chain 21, single crochet back inside into the next one, chain 21, go back inside and single crochet, 21, the next stick single crochet, and we're going to do that until we have 20 of these strands. Be right back. It is tedious, it takes a while, but the long end of it is it looks good. So I'll be right back as soon as I get 20 of those done. Okay, so now it is the next day and I am 20 strands later into this tutorial, and now I want to start working on the bangs. So the bangs are essentially the same thing, they're just not as long. So instead of chaining 21, we are going to chain 6 and do pretty much the exact same thing. So we're going to single crochet 1, and then chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now from that chain 6, we're going to skip the first chain from our hook, and we're going to go into the second one and single crochet across the 5 remaining chains. So we want to put 1 stitch, 1 single crochet inside each of these. And I'm going to do that until I get to the end, and I'll show you how I slip stitch off at the very, very end. So this is the 4th chain that I need to put in and not split my yarn. This is why you don't want to make your work too tight. And then 5. And now we're going to just repeat that. That is our little bang. Go back into the next stitch, single crochet 1, and again, chain. So we're going to do that for a repetition of 10 times for 10 bang strands, and I'll be right back to show you how I finish off this last little end here. I just slip stitch off. Be right back. All right, so now we've reached the very last. You can see all 10 of my little strands here, and what I do for my very last stitch is instead of single crocheting into it, I'm going to go into this top of my first single crochet from earlier in this round. I'm going to wrap and just slip stitch off. Here, if you would like to use your tail as a sewing mechanism, I would make a exceptionally long tail. I'm not going to do that. I've decided that I'm going to take the lazy route again and glue my wig on. You could also possibly, I thought about this while I was doing this, get some of those little felt circles. I'm trying to find it now. I can't find them, but you know those little tiny felt circles that are rough on one side and soft on the other, and you can stick them together? You could possibly make it so that you have removable wigs if you implemented that. That could be a way that you could use that. But I'm just going to hot glue it on because once it's on, I want it to be on. I want it to stay on. I also, again, thought instead of hot glue, it might be better to use some fabric glue, Gorilla Glue. I've used some of the fabric glue that they have. The little tiny ones are Fabric Fusion that they have at Joann's. I've had no luck with that whenever I'm using it on my amigurumi. I'm sure it works wonderfully for fabric, so I'm wondering if this will work. But essentially, all I do from here on out is I then take it and attach it to the top of my head. I line up my 6 single crochet here with my 6 single crochet from the top of my Luna head. I plop it on. I'm gonna take one of my little marking pins, needles. They're stabby. They have a little pointed edge. That's a little bit different than what I think is my usual marking pin, but there's tons of different ways that you could get this and use this. But essentially, I'm going to take this, put it through the center, then take this and line it up with the center of my head here, and then plop it on. I'm then going to take the 2 centers of my bangs. So I have 10 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm gonna take the 5th and the 6th and make it so that they are 100% centered along the eyes. I'm gonna attach those ones immediately. Go sideways like that. Try to get them as close as you can because this is going to be fairly exacting. And then I'm going to do the same exact thing on the back here where I count back basically to the middle. It's going to roughly be these 2 stitches, I believe, but let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we're going to take 11 and 12. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take these as well. And this is how I space them out so I know that it's going to be covering everything evenly, essentially. I'm going to try to get them as close together as I can. And I'm just going to attach all of that way, basically. I'm going to then take little pieces here, try to get it as close as I can. And I'm going to glue until I get to here and let the rest of it just kind of flop out. But that's pretty much it when it comes to making little wigs. This is just a pattern tutorial, not a whole assembly tutorial on all that. I just wanted to give you the pattern in case you wanted to make your own little hair wig. I'm going to go attach this. Wow, she does not look good there. Looks a lot better when all of the pieces are together. This is a Lulu. I'm actually going to be doing a tutorial for her on how to do the little horns. She is from Miss Kobayashi. I'm going to add some faux fur trim. I think she's super cute as a baby Luna, but that's pretty much it. I'm also going to be working on a cute little curly hair tutorial for next week sometime. I'm also going to be working and showing again how to do the little lion, but that's pretty much it. I also plan on doing this dress. I have a lot of plans for this month. We'll see if I get them all done. Comment down below and tell me what you would like to see next. And I might, you know, focus my energy more on the things that are commented on more about what people would like to see. But that's pretty much it. I wanted to show you how I crocheted this little kit. That's the downside to hot gluing it, is you have to kind of go through and make sure all the little hot glue pieces are there. And it also makes it a little bit firmer, but I kind of like that. All right, tangent over. That's pretty much it. I love how she turned out. Let me know what you'd like to see in the future, a Lulu or the Christmas dress or the lion. I've got the pattern PDF already done for the lion, so if you're interested in that, let me know. Send me an email and I can shoot it your way if you wanted to get that done before Christmas or anything like that, because I'm going to be uploading this in the next couple days. All right, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching this video. I'd like to say thank you to all my Patreon supporters. If you're interested in helping support the channel, no pressure, but patreon.com/knit is where you can see the different rewards we have for our patrons there, free patterns, stuff like that. Thanks again for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe and hit the little bell before you leave if you want to see more videos like this. All right, until next time, guys. Bye.